Good morning, everyone. Shavua Tov, Agat Tavach. We are in Mishnah's Meiser Sheni, Perek Daled, Mishnah Hey, Chapter 4, Mishnah 5. This will be a quick Mishnah today. A person was standing at the threshing floor, and he doesn't have any money with him. So he's at the threshing floor, he's with a friend, and he doesn't have money here with him, and he wants to go ahead and he wants to redeem the Meiser Sheni. Right? He's going to separate Meiser Sheni. He wants to redeem it, and he wants to get out of having to pay the fifth. Now, if he were to have the money with him, then he can do what he did yesterday. What he did in the previous Mishnah, which is either gift the money to his friend, so that's his friend's money, redeeming his Meiser Sheni, or he could just give the friend the money, not give him the money, but say to the friend, take this money and redeem the produce, the Meiser Sheni for yourself. Where in that case, what happens is that nobody has to pay a fifth. And, the goal of this trick of getting out of paying a fifth is the fact that the people you're dealing with, you assume they're going to give it back to you anyway. Meaning, although when the friend redeems it, whichever way he does it, the redeemed Meiser Sheni fruit becomes his, at the end of the day, if he wants to, he could just give it back to you, which is what you're hoping he's going to do. So that really is the goal of all this tricks, this idea of getting out of the fifth. But here, in this case, you're in a situation where you don't have the money available to give it to him, to either gift it to him to use to redeem your Meiser Sheni, or to give him the money to redeem the Meiser Sheni for himself. The money's not here. So what do you do? He says to his friend, these fruits, this produce is given to you as a gift. As we learned previously, it has to be talking about, he's not talking about that he already separated the Meiser Sheni and he's gifting it to his friend, because he can't gift Meiser Sheni to anybody. But rather, it's talking about the produce that does not yet have Meiser Sheni separated from it. It's tevel, that you can gift to your friend. So now the fruit is his. Okay? So now what are we left with? We're left with the produce, the tevel belonging to one person, and you're left with the money that's not with you. But as we've learned previously, you can redeem Meiser Sheni on money that you don't have with you. The money can be in one place, the produce can be in another place. You can still do the redemption. You can still transfer the sanctity from the Meiser Sheni produce onto the money. And that's what you do. And then you say, this Meiser Sheni that belongs to that my friend has separated from the tevel that was his, and it's his Meiser Sheni, that Meiser Sheni should be redeemed, or its sanctity should be transferred onto the money that's in my house. Basically, you are now redeeming someone else's Meiser Sheni. And that is how, in this situation where the money is not with you, you're able to actually redeem the Meiser Sheni without paying the fifth and assuming that the person will give you back the fruits, at the end of the day. Okay, now, Hilchos Lashon Harah, the laws of Lashon Harah, in the Sefer Chavetz Chaim, Chapter 5, Paragraph 5. Chavetz Chaim has been talking about a category of Lashon Harah where you're not saying that anybody did something wrong, but that they are lacking certain virtues. Until now, the virtue being discussed was wisdom, and now it is Gevura, strength. So, for instance, you tell people in the city where this person lives that this person is a weak person. He's a weakly person. He's not a healthy person. Totally bazet. It depends. If based on that person's circumstances, this could cause some kind of damage to him. For instance, if he's a day worker, he's hired out by day to do work, or he's a malamed, or he teaches, and these were basically, malamed was a private teacher, or many other similar kinds of things where health or strength makes a big difference on their ability to how often or how well they can do their job. As b'vadi b'chlal ulavan lashon hara. That's for sure going to be lashon hara. To say on this person that he's weakly, that he's sickly, depending on if a situation, if that could cause him problems, then it's lashon hara. V'hein ba'isher, or let's say to say a person is lacking wealth. Hainu l'sapra l'echad l'fnei anoshim shu ish ani, to tell other people this person is poor. Or he's not as rich as people think he is. And whatever he owns, he owes double to other people. That's also considered lashon hara. Because if such a thing becomes publicized in the city, you're not going to find anyone who's going to give him on credit. This can cause a person great distress and anxiety. You could actually take away his livelihood. Every person who is a person who takes things seriously has to focus on and pay attention that if the statement that you're saying is not for a constructive purpose, and you have to be very careful about the statement you're going to make about this person, as to where that can cause problems for the person being spoken about. Now, if it's necessary to say about his wealth or about his strength for a constructive purpose to help somebody else out, further on in the second half of this of the Sefer Chavetz Chaim, in the 9th chapter, there it will be discussed in detail what goes into what the parameters of speaking, telling something negative about someone for a constructive purpose, meaning to help someone else out. And don't be so quick to say, oh, I don't intend to try to hurt this person or put this person down. I'm doing it to help somebody else. Because there are a number of details that are necessary before you would be able to speak Lashon Hara, to speak negatively about someone, even to help someone else out. So don't be so quick to assume that it's okay to say without being knowledgeable of all the details that are involved in being able to do so. Have a wonderful day and a good vach.